I do agree that it is a form of manipulation. I think that sometimes women use sex to manipulate. I think that men think that we want it for the same reasons they want it, and some of us do at times. But a lot of times we've been manipulated, even in the bedroom. Y'all can smile. You ain't got to say nothing. It's girl code, I guess you could say. But it's a form of manipulation. You may think that he may think you there because you just want some. You love you so he's so sexy and attractive, but yet you're going in because you trying to get pregnant. You feel that's manipulation. It's a
Okay.
form of manipulation.
So I wanted to kind of redirect just a bit. I'm pretty sure that the
Thank you for
men.
allowing me to finish my thoughts.
Oh, you did, right?
No.
Did you? Go ahead then. You stop like a mother. Go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead. Continue. You got it. Floor is
oh,
yours.
can I take a breath?
The floor is yours. Go ahead. Finish up.
Man, it was a long pause.
It was a long pause. So it was like a do you understand? Like you guys know where I'm coming from. But anyway, that is a form of manipulation. But people do things for money all the time. People be killing out here for money. People be stealing out here for money. Why do you think it's any different for a chick to open her legs? They own what's it called? OnlyFans for money. Like I'm confused at why y'all are not seeing this. Why you keep falling for the same trick over and over again when it's in your face at this point. It's on social media. They're talking about it daily. And if you're still getting, hit like this, it really you have to sit back and be like, it's me. It's either I'm not catching on fast, or you should probably take some steps to maybe step back and, like Darwin said, maybe you need to practice abstinence. If you keep getting hit like this and you keep getting manipulated, it's just not for you. The game is not for you. You can't play. Okay, you're losing at the game. So stay out of it. That's all I can say. I mean, people do things for money.
So with that, right? With that, Shan, you kind of started what I was about to ask everyone. So I'm pretty sure the men and the ladies on the panel would agree that they would be absolutely mortified if their sons were to impregnate one of these types of women.
Why do y'all care what the the doing with his his free time is my question. And why do y'all believe everything y'all read? Only baby getting it's just Aislinn. Now what was said?
I'm gonna get off.
No, don't hang up. Okay, my bad. I was lying here. He gave who a cyber truck? Truck. Ain't demure about me. Who got a cyber truck? That's right, you got a cyber truck too, don't you? Had one first, actually, when they, the week they came out. What y'all want to talk about?
I came on here.
Better keep it cute. Yeah, I do be getting cheated on and dogged out. Anaya Celeste. Hold on, wait, let me read her real quick. Anaya Celeste. I do be getting cheated on and dogged out. But you do too. We all do. We all do. How much do y'all use every day? I do be getting cheated on and dogged out. Oh well. Y'all see how I'm living? I go to bed at 10:30. I am never worried about what a nigga's doing while he's not here. That's all up on y'all hoes.
They said, Shannon, please stop playing innocent. Why do y'all think what do you mean?
What's innocent about the play is what I'm trying to figure out. Who's playing? He don't got 4 kids, y'all.
Y'all, they said, so how do you feel? I feel
amazing.
I don't
Blessed.
know. Good,
Amazing.
blessed.
Kids are a blessing.
My kids are such, I don't know.
Taken care of. They live in a beautiful big house. They can have whatever their heart desires whenever it desires it. My God kids are blessed, to say the least.
Yeah,
now about these 4 kids y'all talking about.
Have y'all ever seen this brand?
No, girl.
I love
so
it.
What is that?
Are you in an open relationship? No.
I am.
They said you in an open relationship?
No, they asked if you was. I just volunteer my business.
I miss you too, Beijing. No, because they said, are you in an open relationship?
I don't know. What that mean?
No, you're not in an open relationship. That means that y'all can see other people.
That means y'all are cool with cheating on each other. Nobody's doing that dumbass shit.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. My favorite handbag is... What's my favorite handbag, y'all? They said, we know Shannon is hurt and bothered. She never gonna let you tell y'all.
Just witnessing their actions, their behavior, just the way they talk, the way they carry themselves. This is, like, as a parent, our worst nightmare for our children to get wrapped up with individuals like this. So just in the the spirit of being solution based, I want to know what, as parents, as uncles, as coat pullers, what specifically could we do to prepare our sons to avoid situations like this? Because we do understand that it doesn't always happen, right? Not every single NBA player is going through this. And I would venture to say that I think it happens to probably less than more, right? I could be wrong, but I don't think it happens to all of them. But just the fact that it doesn't happen to everyone would let you know that it's possible. So, what is our best defense against this? I want to kind of go around the table. Whoever starts will just go in a circular motion, pause, and we'll go that way. Daniel, you want to start? You raise first. Go ahead, and then we're gonna go Will. Then we're gonna go Shan. We'll do like that.
I think it does like happen less than we believe that it happens. I think if you on the outside of it, it looks like here we, another one. But as somebody who has a son who plays sports and is like, I think the best way to be solution based is to not avoid it, but have conversations about it. Because it's not the same way you training your child to go a certain way, somebody else's mom is training them to go a certain way too. So like if you have a son like I do, there are women who train their daughters to go around my son. But you have to be honest with your children and tell them the truth, not best case scenario and how the world is supposed to be, and not to avoid situations, but have enough confidence to instill it in them to not be so. It's kind of like show them enough shiny objects so a shiny object doesn't put them off they square. It's like, okay, yeah, there are women, but making sure your son know he important, he's smart, he intelligent. It's not just sports. Yes, you have a career in sports, but that's just not all you are. So if your child will make shallow decisions if they're a shallow child, if they were raised to be shallow. So it's less about, to me, having somebody who has a son. Like I have a son he's not in like the normal sports. For somebody, I think of his physique, he's in soccer. But having somebody who has been in sports and seen that world and then have dated men who are in sports, I think it just depends on making sure the man, like the can isn't busted wide open, as soon as he's not in front of his mom, he want to touch everything and see everything. I think that's, for the sake of solution, I think that's the only option. I don't also
Well,
when she was talking about like the classes that they go to, it's like you have to think about that class the same way you think about other classes. Like I'm in hospitality, and a lot of times people take sexual harassment or anti-harassment training, but it's not like they absorbing it. They've completed the course, but they're not really adhering to what's being said. They just doing it to check the box to get done. So it just depends on if somebody is actually invested in learning that and embodying that, not if they've been told over and over again. If that makes sense.
gotcha. Will, it's on you.
Well, yeah, no, you can't prepare these boys. When are y'all going to realize this is a completely new world for people that have never been in this world before? Their parents haven't been in this world before. You can't prepare them for this. The only way you could try to prepare them for it is if you were a professional athlete and now your son is a professional athlete. If you weren't a professional athlete, you cannot prepare your child as a professional athlete. You got to think about it. These kids, by the time they are in high school, you can't tell them shit. They're not listening to you. And then they went to college and they were the man in their high school. Now they're the man in college, and now they're away from you. And if they go to the league right out of high school, they really ain't listening to you because they're on a global scale and they still a minor. You're talking about the whole world pretty much knows who they are. And they 16, 17 years old. They're not listening to you. You don't have the words. The only thing you can do is hope and pray that God bestows something in them that make them acquiesce to whatever rhetoric that comes out your mouth. Because that's the only thing you can do is hope and wish that it stick. You can't say, son, I'm going to teach you this. The best thing you could try to do, and I'm speaking from ignorance because I don't know. The best thing you can try to do is say, hey, how many kids you think you want in your lifetime? They're gonna probably say, oh, I want 3 kids, I want 4 kids, I want 2 kids, 1 kid, whatever. They tell you how many kids they want, then you ask them another question. Well, how many mothers you want to those kids? They tell you the answer, right? Let's just say they say 3 kids and they say all by the same woman. So, okay. When do you think you want to start having those kids? Oh man, you know, Pops, my career about to get started. You know, I need to at least play a couple years in the league. You got to try to figure something out, son. Because let me tell you, ladies, something what y'all don't seem to understand, and I know because y'all don't deal with athletes, y'all probably don't engage in enough sports. If it ain't the women that's gonna get them, going to be the financial advisors. They gonna get them. Somebody gonna get them because they are marks. Everybody on planet Earth is trying to get them, and they will be got because they are not prepared for this world. I yield.
Shan?
You know, it's so funny because he just took the words right out of my mouth. If you're that impressionable or you're that, you know, easy to get over on, it ain't gonna, you worry about that female. You need to be worried about your attorney, your financial advisor. You need to be worried about your team because they are probably doing the same thing. So it's at some point we got to learn. I would say be smart, teach your kids. You know, education is important. A smart man always wins. People like to dumb down education, but them educated people, they be on your team getting you. You've been doing all that work and they are getting richer and richer while you doing all the work because you are just relying on everybody else's knowledge and not your own. You need to educate yourself. That's all I got to say.